Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Confidence Mindset with Amanda. So in this video I'm just going to go over the subconscious mind and why we should be ignoring our 3D reality if it doesn't resonate with our story, and how it all relates to everyone is you pushed out. So as we all know, how we manifest is coming from the beliefs and assumptions and the experiences that we've had throughout our life that have been programmed into our subconscious mind. And as we be coming into conscious manifest, and we start to reprogram our subconscious mind through affirming what it is that we want for now. While we are affirming for what it is that we want, sometimes the opposite will show up. And in these moments when the opposite shows up, this is why it's really, really important to have your story really clear, to know, to be able to stay in your knowing that everything is unfolding for you in perfect timing, that you are always going to get what you want no matter what, that the circumstances do not matter, because you are deciding how people, places and things show up for you, and you are deciding how your story is going to unfold. So if the opposite shows up, remember that there is a lot of beliefs and assumptions that you have gathered throughout your life. And it's kind of like a little kind of a test, I suppose, to see how strong your belief is in your story. So in these moments, this is really, really important to understand that when undesirable circumstances pop up, it's really, really important to see if you are being triggered by them in the first instance. And if you are being triggered by them in the first instance, well, then you look to why you were triggered, and you will find affirmations that pinpoint why you were triggered. And in these moments, you kind of reaffirm those affirmations to yourself to get yourself back into your power and into your strength and into your knowing that everything is going to be fine. Because remember, everything is created from our subconscious mind. So you could almost say that everything is an illusion out in our reality, that there is nothing really physical, and everything that is coming to us is really just it's just a physical representation of where we are in our mindset. And so when we give power to the 3D undesirable circumstances, we are, we're giving our belief to the undesirable circumstances, and we're taking our belief away from ourselves. So we don't want to be doing that. We want to be building our belief within ourselves, knowing and trusting that our story is unfolding exactly the way it should be. No matter what is being presented to us, we are still going to get what we want. And so in these moments then, when you are, feeling triggered, then you reaffirm whatever it is that you are feeling triggered by, and then you continue on with your day. However, if you are not feeling triggered in these moments, that's a good sign that you are, really strong in your belief system, that you have successfully impressed your subconscious mind with what it is that you want. And so in these moments, then you can look at how these people are showing up in your reality and become compassionate, because you know that that is their old story from their old limiting beliefs. Because remember, everybody is operating through their subconscious mind. And if they're not say they're not aware of conscious manifesting, they will always be operating through their subconscious limiting beliefs. And so they project this onto you, and when they are projecting this onto you, it's a way then for you to see if you are being triggered in that moment. Well, then you need to work on a belief within yourself. If you're not being triggered, well, then you are really, you're standing firm in your power, and you're still you're able to say to the situation, you're able to find compassion within yourself, and you're able to say, you know what, everything is still going to unfold. You look at the person and you say that you know that it's just their limiting beliefs that's projecting outwards, and you don't have to give any attention to what it is that they are saying or what it is that they are doing, and you completely ignore it like it's not real, because everything is just a physical manifestation of everybody's limiting beliefs and assumptions and experiences. And so you can move on with your day knowing then and trusting that everything is going to change. And the knowing and trusting that everything is going to change is you persistent in who you are now in your new story. So if you have a new identity now in your new story, that say this person is showing up unfavorably, but in your self-concept, say they're coming up and they're disrespecting you and they're speaking to you in a way that is not favorable to you, but in your self-concept you are respected by everybody, you are always spoken to kindly, you are loved, liked and embraced by everybody. Well, then you continue to reaffirm that within your self-concept, and you kind of look at the person from a different perspective, and you say, well, no, you know what, that is not who I am. You are just projecting your own limiting beliefs onto me. You can have compassion for them, and you can say, I'm not accepting this, and you can move on with your day. and enjoy your day knowing that in your self-concept, that is who you are, that is who you're standing firm as, and everybody and everything will change as you continue to stand firm as that person who is loved, liked and embraced, who is respected and spoken to kindly at all times. And so this is how everything then relates to everyone is you pushed out. So everyone then is you pushed out really kind of comes down to how you react and how you respond in the moment. So if somebody is coming up to your say somebody comes up into your reality and you have blonde hair and you know that you have blonde hair, and somebody comes up to your reality and says that you have green hair, and you laugh at it because you know that it's not true. And this is kind of how you will start to be when you understand, when you get into your really strong belief system within yourself. If somebody came up to you and told you that they didn't want commitment or something, but in your self-concept you were so strong in your knowing that you were always committed to, you will laugh at the circumstances and you will move on with your day, just as you would if somebody told you that your hair was green when it was actually blonde. So this is the kind of alignment that you get into once you continue with your persistent on the beliefs that you want, because everybody and everything starts to shift and change according to how you are believing and feeling within yourself. But it all comes down to persistence, and persistence in your new story. So you want to be continuously always coming back to your power. You want to be continuously living a lifestyle of using your affirmations and building your self-belief within yourself, knowing and trusting that everyone and everything will always shift and change in your favor. As you are coming from this place of compassion, you don't react to how people are showing up, because you know deep down that it is just their limiting beliefs, and you can come into this knowing within yourself. And because you can come into this knowing within yourself, you end up finding this solution within yourself. You end up seeing within yourself, okay, well, how will I approach this person? Do we need to sit down and have a compassionate talk with one another? If you can't have a compassionate talk to one another because the person is abusive for some reason, you take yourself away from the abuse and you don't engage in it, and you continue on with your day and you continue on with your life, and you will start to see then that if you are thinking to yourself that you are too good for this person, you will move on. You will attract somebody in who is better for you, who is in alignment with your beliefs and what you want in life, and you will no longer be entertaining this person. However, if you want this person and this person, is being unfavorable or abusive, you will be able to take yourself away from the circumstance. You will be able to, recondition your mind in such a way that will find the solution. And and then that person will start to recognize that within you, and it'll be almost like, because they're not getting a reaction from you, that they will, that they won't. Their subconscious mind will then start look for the ways to react differently, because this person's not giving them a reaction. So when that happens, the subconscious mind looks then to how how they respond to people who don't react to their limiting beliefs. And normally and generally this normally comes from they start to look for better ways to be, because at the end of it all, everybody is inherently good, and like nobody likes to be bad to anybody. And when they are bad to somebody, and like, yourself, when you know that you've done wrong to somebody, you always know within yourself. And the only thing then that you just get more triggered if that person starts reacting back to you. But when that person doesn't react back to you and is it hasn't had any bad response to you, you start to recognize within yourself, you start to it's the goodness within you that starts to feel bad, that starts to say, okay, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have been that way, maybe I should have treated this person better. And this is how people start to kind of lift up in themselves. It's like you're almost inspiring the change in them, because they start to rise up to meet you where you are in your all love, all bliss, all abundance, all peace, all harmony, all goodness within yourself. And they start to recognize that, and that's how everybody, as you pushed out, changes then, because you're not giving in to their limiting beliefs, and you're not giving in to how they have been being abusive or whatever it is that was being unfair favorable to you. You're not giving in to that. You are leaving it, and you are moving on with your life and your day, and you are enjoying your life, and you are building your beliefs up and your confidence up. And it's like an energy then that starts to attract then the goodness out of that person, because that person then, as I say, we are all inherently good. And when we do something bad, we normally when we do if we do something like, when there's nothing really bad, like, but like if we are acting unfavorably to somebody, we do, like, we understand that we have acted unfavorably to somebody. But if that person reacts to us and it ends up being in a big fight, or emotions arise where you are angry, and it's harder for then that person then to approach then as well too, because because you had this big argument, and this is how the circumstances then kind of create. But that's how circumstances change then, is how you respond. So if you respond in a manner where you don't give it any attention, that person eventually will start to recognize that, and that's how they change, essentially, because they are they're coming into their truth, which is all good. And because they're coming into their truth, which is all good, they want to act out in their harmony, and they want to be better. And because they want to be better, then they approach you, and they come out and be better to you as well too. So I just wanted to make a quick video on this. I hope that this helps for anyone who is struggling to ignore their 3D reality. Just remember that everything in our 3D reality is kind of like a physical representation of just where we are in our belief system. It's just all feedback. We can always create the solution. We can always create the end result that we want, because we are the creators, and we decide how people show up by the way that we love ourselves, by the way we build our confidence within ourselves, and by the way we build our beliefs within ourselves, because it all comes down to us, how we are feeling within ourselves, how we build that inner strength within ourselves excuse me, to not react in the moment, to respond in a way that is compassionate, and that is to the point, in in a loving kind of way, in a confident way, that you don't waver, that you're just so grounded in your knowing within yourself and your confidence within yourself. And that is what is so attractive. That is how we attract, essentially, and that really is how we that really is how everyone is you pushed out, then how it all shifts and changes. So thank you for listening. Like and subscribe if you wish, and I will chat to you soon.